Hi, I'm Ron Aaron.
And I'm Carol Zernial.
You know, Carol, experts agree exercise is critical to our health and wellness, and that's especially true if you or someone you know is a senior.
So in the spirit of doing what's good for us, please join us at the 2015 Run for Seniors, sponsored by the WellMed Charitable Foundation, and our honorary chair this year is Bexar County District Attorney Nico LaHood.
The race kicks off 8 a.m. Saturday, May 2nd at the Weavy Heights Sports Complex.
For registration and information, go to wellmedgives.org. That's wellmedgives.org, and we'll see you at the run.
Okay, and we are back again. You're watching the Lambs to Leaders Telethon, benefiting Hope for the Future. Your hard-earned dollars going to support some wonderful Catholic education and making a difference in so many families and so many children's lives. That number to call is right below me, 844-485-4673. Again, this is the last hour. So if you haven't yet called in, you've been enjoying all these wonderful performances and the interviews and all the bell ringing. Well, you know what? Now's the time to kick it up, step it up. We've got several $1,000s to go to this for this $100,000 challenge, but we need your help.
Sounds like an angel just got his wings.
I was going to say the same thing.
It's wonderful that every time we hear that, that's a $500 or more donation.
Yes.
So we thank you, whoever you are, for that great gift. And now, because whatever that amount is, it's been doubled thanks to the WellMed Charitable Foundation. 2,000 kids were helped in this current school year. That leaves 900 on the waiting list. Those are 900 kids who will not be going to a Catholic school, 900 and their families who will not be able to make a dream for their children happen. So you can make that difference and make it happen by calling 1-844-485-HOPE. That's 844-485-4673. Now let's head over to the tote board, and that's where we find Brian.
Thank you, Deacon. I am here with Desiree Ortiz, who is a Hope recipient and has two children here with us that attend Holy Cross. So, Desiree, why don't you tell the folks at home why you chose Catholic education for your children?
Well, I chose Catholic education for my children because I thought it was important to have a smaller community for them. And it got really tough, actually, to be honest with you, in the public school system with my older son specifically. And I had heard a lot about the Catholic schools, and I looked into it. And as I did some research, I realized that Holy Cross was the place that my kids needed to be. And that's what worked.
That's great. I think there are so many folks that are in the community that probably can share your same sentiments. So would you please reach in through the airways and talk to the folks out there and tell them why they should make this contribution today and help create this opportunity for families like you?
Absolutely. I think it's important for those of you out there watching just to know that it helps all families. I just happen to be a single mom with two boys, didn't think it was possible, and with the help of Hope for the Future, both of my boys are now in Catholic school. We're having such a great year. I expect for them to graduate through the Catholic school system because of the contributions that have come in and continue to come in. So if you are able to, any way possible, the most minimal amount would be appreciated by all families.
That's right. There is no donation too small to be able to help create this dream for these kids. Would you guys like to talk to folks out there and tell them why Catholic education is important and why they ought to help kids like you to be able to get that same dream?
It actually really did help me out a lot, especially unlike public school. It was actually really nice. All my teachers are always nice to me. People actually help me. Right, little brother?
And I've also seen a progress from me going to public school and jumping into Catholic school, and I felt a lot closer to God the more days I've gone into Catholic school. So I felt a lot better about going to Catholic school.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about what Catholic school education offers. First of all, it's a great education. As you've said, it's a great learning environment. And then most importantly, I think, is that faith formation that Catholic schools offers to children and creates that opportunity for them to have that faith journey for the rest of their lives. So thank you all for being here today. Thanks for coming on TV. It's pretty cool being on TV, isn't it? Good.
Thank you
good.
so much.
All right. Thank you all for coming. All right. I'm going to turn it over to Deacon Pat.
Yes, indeed. Well, here we go again, Brian. Another $500 or more donation. That is wonderful. Let's hear it for them. I'm surrounded by Paul and Becky Saenz, who are here. They are past khaki and plaid chairs, as I understand it. Well, you've seen that event grow in incredible fashion over the last couple of years. It's just been amazing. And you are, well, let's talk about you. You are parents of children who went to Catholic school, or are they still in Catholic school?
They're done with Catholic school and they're done with college.
Wow, how wonderful.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe you two guys have people out of college. That's
I have to correct my wife a little bit, though, because we have a son working on his master's now at the University Incarnate Word, so we still have one in Catholic school.
Still in
going on to
Catholic
higher
school.
Education.
There you
Yeah.
go. You know, and I don't think you're ever done. Look at you two. You're never done with Catholic school when you really get down to it. You're still involved. Why?
Well, I think it's part of who we are and why we are where we are. And first of all, we're happy as a family. We can be very proud and of the achievements that we've had in my professional life and our children going on to higher education, all three of them. And that's all because of Catholic school. And I can never forget the fact that I met my wife in Catholic school, so that's made it very important.
He did he?
Yes.
That's
Yes, we
probably
met there.
probably a story longer than we have. But
True, that's true.
You're alums of which schools then?
Incarnate Word High School and Central Catholic for him.
And Central Catholic for
Well,
you?
St. Mary Magdalene Grade School, Central Catholic High School, and St. Mary's University.
As you watch, people are watching this program, and we've asked this question, and I suppose it's a predictable answer, but people are always tuning in at different times and haven't heard the answer and haven't heard your answer. But why do we invest into these children's lives, their futures, through Catholic education? Why is that the priority, the choice?
Well, I have to really first give credit to both our parents who made the choice to send us to Catholic school when times were pretty tough. It's always been a sacrifice for parents to do that. But I think as we learned from our parents and we had the merits of going through our own Catholic educations, it wasn't really anything to decide. We knew what it did for us. We knew what it could potentially do for our children. And if you just look across the community of leaders in San Antonio, you'll see individuals that received a Catholic education. They've gone on, they've really become community leaders, and now it's time to give back to the community.
Agree?
Totally agree. We're very grateful, and we would love to see as many children as possible have the opportunity that we had and that we gave our children.
900 on the waiting list. If you haven't heard that number, 900 children and their parents who are waiting nervously, I would imagine, to find out what the verdict will be. Will their kids be in Catholic school? Will they be on a path of better education and faith formation? You hold the answer to that question. 1-844-485-HOPE. That's what you should call right now to make your donation. Now let's go to the St. John Paul II High School drum line. You guys are great. Thank you. Absolutely. From St. John Paul High School. Andrew Iliff is the principal, and he is with us right now. You must be pretty proud of these guys.
We're exceptionally proud of these young men and women, and especially so since this is our first year. This is our first year of the drum line. They've only been at this together about 9 months, and it's an incredible work that they've done to get to this shape now.
St. John Paul High School has been only, how long now?
We're in our 7th year.
In the 7th year, and you have grown and enriched our community in many different ways in our archdiocese. What is that goal for you when you open the doors to this wonderful institution? What did you want for these young people and for our community?
It's a place to experience Christ every day, and you can do that with one kid. You can do it with 200, but it's a place where young people can, together with faculty and parents, experience Christ and grow in their love, grow in their formation. And it's a home for Him to grow in their heart and grow in our community. So that's really our goal for our kids.
Right. I know that applause is for you, but it was also for that $500 or more donation that bell signifies. 1-844-485-HOPE, 1-844-485-4673. Now let's go to Brian and Archbishop Gustavo.
Thank you, Deacon. I'm honored to be sitting here with Archbishop Gustavo once again. Archbishop, from your perspective, tell us a little bit about the people that you were trying to help here today.
Well, it's the children, youth, and young adults. We are so blessed. I had the opportunity to meet some of them today here or also in the lobby as they were coming in, as they were leaving, and just to engage with them. And many of them are so grateful, and they show it to you in their own way, but they are expressing how grateful they are, that there are many people out there, people that even they don't know them, that they are saying, we believe in your education. There are people who have had their children in Catholic schools, but they don't have children anymore with them, but they are contributing to help the cause. And then what also reaches out to my heart is elderly who are so convinced, grandpas, grandmas, people up in age, being seniors, who want to contribute to the cause. And I, as leader of this beautiful community in the Archdiocese of San Antonio, I want to say to all of them, thanks, thanks, and my prayers, not only tonight, but in days to come and time to come, is to thank God and thank you for your contributions. The young people, they know, and today many of them, they came with the awareness of how beautiful is the Catholic community supporting their education.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I haven't challenged the WellMed seniors that are our patients there recently, as you said. There's a lot of people out there that can reach out and make a donation today. That would be great. All the WellMed patients out there that are watching, really appreciate it if you would call in and make a contribution right now. Archbishop, any additional words you'd like to share with folks?
Well, I would like to say that we need a little bit to raise those numbers for the sake of our future generations. And you have seen many of them. There have been so many groups performing during the day and these hours of service, of expressing their talents and their gifts, and they need your support. So please, if you just consider the good things that Catholic schools are doing in our city, in our archdiocese, and donate a few more dollars for the sake of their future. A future that we already see, being expressed this day in a great ways. So please help our children. Please help our youth.
Thank you, Archbishop. And I don't know how anybody can take that plea and not respond to it. I don't think it'd be a good thing to not respond to the Archbishop's plea. Right now, we've got Katerina Morris, who is a senior at Antonian, who's going to perform a musical performance for us. Thank you.
old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared, beauty and the beast. Ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Time as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the beast.
What a beautiful performance. Okay, now joining me here on the set is Julie Seguin, the Executive Director of Hope for the Future, and Don and Carol Meyer, who Carol is a current board member and past chair of Hope for the Future, and of course His Excellency Archbishop Gustavo García-Siller. And I believe we have a check to present here.
I do. I would like to, or we're very honored to be able to present a check for $15,000 to Hope for the Future for the kids.
Thank you, Don. We are blessed with you and Carol, and you are contributing not only with your finances, with your time, with your talent, and your personal dedication to Catholic schools, and not only now, but for many years. So we are very grateful, and I give this to Julie Seguin, who is counting every penny, every penny. Thank you. Now we are over 100,000, so that's great.
All right, way to go! Put us over the top. Again, if you want to continue to call in, 844-485-4673. Now, if I could ask you, why is Catholic education so important, and why do you support it?
Well, you know, our daughter went to Antonian, so we have a basis in Catholic education. My wife grew up through Catholic education through grade school. But it's our belief that every child and every parent should have a choice of where they want to send that child to school. And I think parents today would like to have a choice to send their child to a faith-based school. And that's what Catholic schools do. And our ability to give our money to help some unfortunate children whose parents can't afford that gives them that opportunity.
Excellent. Now, you're very involved in Hope for the Future, Carol. May I ask you what motivates you?
We are so blessed.
I am past board chair for Hope for the Future. I am also on the board this year and will be again next year, and I have been involved with the Khaki and Plaid Gala since the inception as auction chair, live auction chair, silent auction chair. So whatever Julie tells me to do, I do. So.
Now, if I could ask either one of you all, why do you think Catholic school education is so effective?
It's the class size. I mean, these kids get one-on-one attention from their schools, and that's not to beat up the public schools because they do a great job. But some children need and our daughter was one of them, they need that small class size and they need that small school size in order to excel in their life. So I think that's what Catholic education does. It's a one-on-one, it's a faith-based, it gives them some rules to live by, and I think that's what it does.
So again, Hope for the Future. Why is it so important to support organizations like Hope for the Future?
Well, I think it comes back to it's giving back to your community. And like Dawn said, we're fortunate to be able to help, but it's just another way, an avenue for people to get their children into Catholic school, and I think that's most important. So anything that we can do to help the kids is most important for everybody.
It sure is, and you're making a big difference. Your Excellency, it sounds like you got some words.
I would like just to say to you, Don, and to you, Carol, that I thank God because of you. And may the Lord multiply His blessings as you have shared what you have and who you are. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Thank you, Don.
And again, that phone number to call is 844-485-4673. Sounds like you have a few more words.
We have a challenge.
Oh, wow.
All right, so Carol and I are both graduates of Texas A&M University, and there's the second largest religion at Texas A&M is Catholic, so we challenge all Aggie Catholics who are listening today or watching today to make a donation.
Excellent. Thank you so much. You heard it right there. We'll be going right to a video from a Catholic student. Right back.
Antonian senior Amanda Pina comes from a family that believes in Catholic education. It is no doubt a financial sacrifice to provide one child with a Catholic education, but the Pinas have done so for all of their children by sending them to St. Matthew and Antonian College Preparatory. For their part, Amanda and her siblings that attend Antonian, Brother Joseph, who is a junior, and Sister Sarah, who is a freshman, all focus themselves to be the best they can, immersing themselves in school life to be able to gain every benefit that a Catholic education offers. They work hard in the classroom, evidenced by Amanda's rank as salutatorian in the class of 2015, and in sports, where each is a multi-sport athlete. Amanda herself is a member of the 2014 Girls TAPS 5A State Champion cross-country team, a defensive standout on the Lady Apache basketball team, and also has participated in Antonian track and softball. As if this weren't enough, Amanda serves as a soccer referee within the community and is an active member in a variety of Antonian extracurricular clubs such as the Rosary Club, the Latin Club, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the Antonian chapter of the National Honor Society.
So Hope of the Future has really helped our family out as we went to the school and affording the cost and everything. But hopefully now in the future I can go into whichever college I choose to go and be able to give back, knowing that they helped me a lot, and I'm really grateful, and I think our family really appreciated it.
Amanda's life in Catholic school is certainly an active one, and one which her tireless energy serves her well.
We're back, and this time I'm here with the Camarena family. They are Hope recipients and superstar volunteers for Hope for the Future. So can you tell us a little bit about why you chose Catholic education for your family?
Yes, many things. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to be able to list all of them. But one of the greatest, we had the opportunity to be in a public school. We came out of a public school 2 years ago, and it has been a world of a difference from environment, smaller classes, and like about everything that you can ever possibly think. It's one of the greatest experiences that we ever had to be in Catholic schools.
Yeah, it really is, and it means so much to the kids. So we're on live TV, so can you reach out through the airwaves and make that impassioned plea for other people to make a donation to be able to help give other families the dream that you all have been able to realize and the future that is created for your daughter?
Yes, if anybody has a chance to actually do it, it has made a world of a difference. And if you have a chance to make that difference in somebody else's life, it can be one of tomorrow's leaders. And more than anything, if it's in our faith, it's even better.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming on board and being here today, and thank you for all the superstar volunteer work that you all do. We're up to $135,000. We're not stopping now, though. Please continue to make that telephone ring. Please continue to reach out and make contributions. There's another $500 contribution. So thank you for that. And now we're going to go to a video with Harvey Najim.
My name is Harvey Najim, and I run the Najim Family Foundation. And when I started my foundation, I decided that education would be perhaps one of our major focuses besides food, shelter, clothing, and medical treatment. And I really found that if a child from a low-income family is able to go to a faith-based school in elementary, middle, and high school, their chances for success in their K through 12 school years is much greater than had they not gone to a faith-based school. And then when you add on top of that their post-K-12 education, those children are the ones that truly exceed those that haven't gone to a faith-based school. So I highly encourage people to support Hope for the Future. It's a great organization. We have given Hope for the Future over $2.5 million over the past 5 years. We will continue to support education in a Catholic school for low-income children. You know, the average scholarship that is given to one of these children is approximately $1,200. That's $100 a month. And I think everybody can afford to send one child to a Catholic elementary or middle school for a year and change that child's life. So I'd like to challenge every person that's watching this video to support one child. Just support one child. It's $100 a month. Go out to eat twice less in 1 month, and don't stop at Starbucks one time a week and you've got your $100 and more than $100. One of the things that I truly enjoy is that each year I've been given, or the foundation's been given, a notebook full of letters that have been written by the children, and some have been written by their parents, and telling me and thanking me and the foundation for the gift of the scholarships that we have given them. And occasionally when I get down or feel that, you know, I'm wondering whether I'm doing the right thing in life, and I grab one of those notebooks and I read some of those letters, it makes me smile, and I know I've done the right thing.
We're back with you here on our Lambs to Leaders telethon. We're so thrilled to be here, and we're coming close to the end. So we hope that you'll call 1-844-485-HOPE. That's 1-844-485-4673. Kirsch Wilberg is our guest now. She's the principal at Our Lady of Perpetual Help. And wow, what a wonderful school. Over 500 students?
Over 500 students.
That is just remarkable.
And growing. We have more enrolled for next year.
And you actually have a waiting list.
We have a waiting list for several grades, and we're looking at expanding to accommodate all that need, yes.
So, you know, when we talk so much about Catholic, oftentimes the media focuses on Catholic schools when we're struggling, when we're maybe not as successful as we'd want to be. But there is such a demand for Catholic education, and you're seeing it in your school.
We are, but I think it's also because we have such a rich history. We have some of our students now, they're on 4th generation. So our school is over 114 years old, and with that history there, it makes it easy to make sure Catholic is important. The Catholic faith is important in our families.
You know, the proof of the pudding, I think, is here you're a principal of a Catholic school, but you're also willing to, you want your daughter to be in a Catholic school. We're going to see your daughter here in just a little bit performing. Why, in your heart, was that so important to you?
Well, I actually have 3 children. I have 2 boys that are still in elementary, and then I have my daughter in high school. It's important to us because at the end of the day, my husband and I say they're going to learn anything that they need to learn about science and math and English. But our Catholic faith is so important to us that we want to make sure that that foundation is there and those seeds are planted. So by the time we do have to let them go, they go off and make the right choices.
How do they feel about being, I've not asked this question, but how do they feel about being in a Catholic school?
Oh, they love it. And just today when I was walking out of school, my son said, you know, I need to stay because I'm going to stay for this tutoring. And I said, sweetie, you know I'm always here. And he said, yeah, I know, I like that. And that's just the raw end of it. That's wonderful.
So as we talk to these the people who are watching this program and have been, we hope for the last several hours, trying to figure out why should I give to needy parents, they are struggling. They want the same things for their children as you want and as the people in our audience want. But why should people reach for that checkbook right now? We're running out of time.
Because if you don't take the time to help somebody that can't afford it, we're denying them the chance to be the better person that they can be, to develop the gifts that God has given them.
And it's good for all of us. It's for the common good. And if you could call right now, 1-844-485-HOPE, you will be able to double your money. You can double down, as we say. And you can have that donation match. So I hope you'll do that right now. But now we're going to see your daughter. And we're also going to see from Providence, their cast, who's going to perform, sing, and dance from Peter Pan. So let's hear it for the Providence High School.
Yes, Peter! Listen to your teacher and repeat after me. Straighter, Michael. Good man. I won't grow up. I won't grow up. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. Just to learn to be a parrot. Just to learn to be a parrot. And recite a silly rule. And recite a silly rule. If growing up means it would be beneath my dignity to climb a tree, I'll never grow up, never grow up, never grow up. Not me. Not I. Not me. Not me. I won't grow up. I won't grow up. I don't want to wear a tie. I don't want to wear a tie. Or a serious expression. Or a serious expression. In the middle of July. In the middle of July. And if it means I must prepare to shoulder burdens with a worried air, I'll never grow up, never grow up, never grow up. Not me. Not I. Not me. So there. Never gonna be a man. I won't. Like to see somebody try and make me. Anyone who wants to try and make me turn into a man. Catch me if you can. I won't grow up. I won't grow up. Not a penny will I pinch. Not a penny will I pinch. I will never grow a mustache. I will never grow a mustache. Or a fraction of an inch. Or a fraction of an inch. 'Cause growing up is awfuler than all the awful things that ever were. I'll never grow up, never grow up, never grow up. Not sir. Not me. Not me. So there. I won't grow up. I won't grow up. I will never even try. I will never even try. I will do what Peter tells me. I will do what Peter tells me. And I'll never ask him why. And I'll never ask him why. We won't grow up. We won't grow up. We will never grow a day. We will never grow a day. And if someone tries to make us, we will simply run away. We will simply run away. I won't grow up. I won't grow up. No, I promise that I won't. No, I promise that I won't. I will stay a boy forever. I will stay a boy forever. And be banished if I don't. And be banished if I don't. And Neverland will always be the home of youth and joy and liberty. I'll never grow up, never grow up, never grow up. Not me, not me, not me, not me. No, sir. Not me.
Tess, come over. Peter Pan, come over here. Wow, congratulations. That's fun.
Thank you so much.
You make it fun to watch, too. That's good. How you like being Peter Pan?
Oh, it's so much fun. It's on my top 3 list of
things to do because I want to be an actress when I grow up. So it's nice to get it checked off the list early.
That's great. And I don't want to grow up, so it all works. Very good. Where is this showing that everybody gets to see this?
This is showing at Providence Catholic School, 1215 North St. Mary Street. It's this Friday and Saturday at 7 and 2:30 on Sunday.
And we can get tickets at the door?
Tickets are free. We don't ask for anything. We ask for
Really?
you just to come and enjoy.
Well, we will have fun. Let's hear it for them, folks. Wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you. Let's head over to the phone bank right now, and Richard Reyna.
All right, so again, we couldn't do this without the wonderful help of wonderful volunteers, and we actually have students from our local Catholic high schools. All right, and that bell, I love that bell. And that's because somebody called 844-485-4673 and made a donation of $500 or more. And may I have your name, please?
Krishana.
Krishana. Now tell me what grade you're in and what school you attend.
I'm in 11th grade and I go to St. Gerard's Catholic High School.
Excellent. Now, can I ask you, because of your experience here and what you've seen in the past, why should all those people out there listening and watching right now, why should they support Hope for the Future?
To allow children to not only learn but grow in their faith in a learning environment.
And I take it it's doing a great job for you there at St. Gerard's.
Yes, it is.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Let me bounce on over here to one more person. I see here we have Laura. Tell us a little bit about you and what grade you're in.
I'm a sophomore at St. Gerard's Catholic High School.
And tell me about your experience there at St. Gerard's.
It's awesome. We're so close. It's like a big family. I wouldn't trade it anything. I love it there.
Cool. And then is there something you can do to encourage our viewers right now to call in and support Hope for the Future?
It's just a better education. You get more on one time with the teachers and everything.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And let's come on over here to the bottom row, get one of the guys here. Who am I speaking with right now?
I'm Jordan Canedo. I go to St. Gerard's Catholic High School.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 11th grade, junior.
Now, why should someone call in right now and make a pledge to Hope for the Future?
Because it helps our future and it helps us pursue our future and what we want to do as our job.
And I take it Hope for the Future helps make possible for you to attend St. Gerard's?
Yes, sir. Yes, me and my mom.
So do me a big favor. Look at that screen and call out the number and say, call right now.
Call 1-844-485-HOPE. That's 4673 at hopeforthefuture.org.
Excellent. Good job. Maybe one of these days you'll be up here doing the same thing. But they can't do it without your help. So before we go on any further, let's kick it on over to Brian with the totals board. Way to go, Brian.
Thank you, Richard. I want to take a few minutes to do some acknowledgments of some contributions that have been made. We've gotten a little bit behind. First of all, I've got some exciting news to report, I think. I challenged my team at WellMed to make a contribution today in support of this effort that I've been trying to, my wife have been supporting and leading here today. So I'm going to read off a few acknowledgments. Eileen Weigum, Cindy Cornelius, Cliff Bergfeld, whose daughter was performing here earlier today, C.J. Roach, Gay Nichols, Kathy Starnes, Bill Conley, Joe Zimmerman, Miguel Gutierrez, Denise and Dr. Richard Whitaker, and Dr. Carlos Hernandez. So all together, they contributed $8,700 to the cause today, and my challenge to them meant that I had to personally match all of their contributions. So I will make good on that and personally match those contributions today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to turn it over to Deacon Pat.
With us right now, the principal at St. Gerard High School here in San Antonio on the east side, Michelle DeAnda.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What a night. You got your students here?
I do. I have 5 of my awesome kiddos, and we're very excited, very happy to be here.
They'll be able to be late for school tomorrow.
Lunch treated to them, everything. Right. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Absolutely.
St. Gerard's is a special school. It's a unique school on the east side of San Antonio. It really has served for a long time. And you are fairly recent there.
Yes, sir. This is my first year at St. Gerard's. I was at another Catholic school prior to that. I'm a product of Catholic schools, so it's very nice to be home.
Tell me about St. Gerard's. For those who don't know about St. Gerard, what makes it special and what makes it unique really among our Catholic schools, do you think?
Well, our kids are what make it special, but our programs make it unique. We're the only Catholic high school that has a Wednesday internship and specialized instruction day. So we have class Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesdays are dedicated to seniors going out to an internship, and the freshman through junior class have specialized instruction, presentations. Different people from the community come in and reach and teach to our kids. So it's a very unique opportunity so that they don't have to go out for all those awesome experiences. They come to us, and it's great.
Do you have families within your high school who need the help of Hope for the Future?
Without a doubt. We have a large percentage of students that need help. We have an interesting demographic. Our community works very, very hard, and it's something that we talk about all the time, that public school is a right, but Catholic school is a privilege. And it's something that I want to give back to my students, and their families want to give back, and we just need the help and support so that all of our students have that privilege.
And, you know, when a family comes to you, when a mother or father, or I guess today it's sometimes grandma and grandpas, they come to you. Talk to us about that experience, that encounter with someone who's seeking that kind of help.
I think that's one of the other things that makes St. Gerard very unique. When Alora was saying that we're a family, she's on the money. We have families more often than not where the aunts, the sisters, the grandmas, the grandpas are all contributing so that child can come to school. And it is very important that everybody pitches in, because it takes a village, and for us, it's just solidifies the fact that we are a family because everybody's buying in to the future and the hope for the future.
Absolutely. As you talk to the people who are watching this program, and we hope that we're getting so close to that $200,000 mark, but we hope that maybe there's something in your heart that you can share with them that will cause them to finally pick up that phone. They've been kind of putting it off for the last few hours. It's time for them to call. What would you say to them?
I think if I was sitting at home waiting and deciding whether or not to make the call, I would think about today and the generations of students and tomorrow and what we see and what we feel in our heart. And we have to be called by Christ, and we have to take that journey for faith formation, and we have to contribute and give back in order to receive.
Very good. I got a hunch that phone will ring at 1-844-485-HOPE. That's 1-844-485-HOPE. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you, Michelle Deonda from St. Gerard High School. Now we are going over to a performance. So let's go to the performance, because they're getting ready. They're getting ready.
Hey, 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 your lipstick stain on the front lobe of my left side brain. I knew I wouldn't forget you, so I went and let you blow my mind. Your sweet moonbeam, the smell of you in every single dream I dream. I knew when we collided, you're the one I have decided is one of my kind. Hey, soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio? Stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey, soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. Hey, hey, myself now finally. In fact, there's nothing I can't be. I want the world to see you be with me. Hey, soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio? Stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey, soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. Hey, 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 tonight.
Give it up for them. Way to go. That's Hey Soul Sister by Train, correct? But today it's from Marissa, Josh, and Andreas and Josh. Cool. Tell me what Catholic school y'all attended.
I attended Providence.
And?
St. Anthony's Catholic High School.
St. Anthony's Catholic High School.
Now, tell me, big question. Again, I love the way y'all. I was actually dancing off camera. That was so awesome. Thank you for that. Why should all of our viewers out there support Hope for the Future?
I think Catholic school is such a wonderful thing to grow up with. I know it changed our lives, the way it's just a tight-knit tradition that we have in the city. And I think it's so great that you have someone supporting that. And so when you put money into that and you support it, I think it's just wonderful. I think it's important.
Well, can I get you to look at that screen and give out the number?
The number, 844-485-HOPE or 4673.
Very good. Now, Andres, I got that right, correct? Yes. You did great. I love you pounding on that. That was perfect. Supporting Hope for the Future. Why is it so important?
Like she said, it's a great cause. I mean, growing up, I'd attended Catholic school my whole life, and you just hear constantly how much you should support it. And I mean, I knew kids in high school that got a whole lot of help from it and everything, and it's just a really good cause to support.
Excellent. Excellent. Again, if you haven't dialed the number, we're running out of time. Call the number 844-485-HOPE. That's 4673. And we're going to kick it over to Brian and Deacon Pat at the Totals board.
Well, you know, when I first looked at the lineup for tonight, I was reading that there were going to be letters from young people who are from families who are recipients of the funding from Hope for the Future. And I really kind of couldn't wait. And I haven't seen them until right now. And I was looking forward to hearing their hearts. What was it that they had to say? So we're going to share a couple. We have a few of them. It says, Dear Hope for the Future, thank you for helping my mom pay for my school tuition. The school year has been crazy and yet fun. We have many sports and clubs to choose from, and just this week I was accepted into Beta Club. I'm still learning guitar and recently decided to learn bass. On my last report card, my lowest grade was a 91 and my GPA was 3.87. Thank you so much, and it's signed Dylan W.
I've got one here. Dear Hope for the Future, I cannot thank this organization enough for the monetary support that I've had the privilege of receiving for my Catholic education. My parents have worked really hard to provide me a quality, spiritual-filled education, but still struggle financially and make big sacrifices just so that I can attend Catholic school.
And then this one is from Matthew. And Matthew writes, Dear Hope for the Future, I want to express my sincere thanks for the financial assistance I received from Hope for the Future and all those who contribute to this program. My education and faith are very important to me, and this assistance makes it easier for me to continue attending Catholic school. I have greatly enjoyed my freshman year at St. Anthony High School, and sad that it is nearing the end. I greatly enjoy and appreciate the wonderful teachers and staff. What parent wouldn't want their child writing that kind of a letter about their school experience? That is amazing. Matthew, thank you so much.
Yeah, that really kind of says it all right there, doesn't it? I've got one here. It's really a cute one. My name is Aurora. I wanted you to know that I am very happy and doing great at Our Lady of Perpetual Help Catholic School. I will be receiving my first communion on May 3rd. My family and I are very excited about taking this important step in my spiritual life. Thank you for making this all possible with your financial help. I'm continuing next year at OLPH. That's just wonderful.
It really is. And I realized one of my letters was a duplicate, so let me just share with you a thought. There was a young man I met at St. Gregory the Great. When we were first doing a feature about, on one of the TV stations, about hope for the future as it was just beginning. And this young man stood there with tears in his eyes, and his mom couldn't turn off the faucet either. He just thanked her for her just faithful commitment to him being able to go to a Catholic school and being able to have hope for the future assist them. It was really a wonderful moment, and one that I won't forget. It was very special.
That's a wonderful story. Wonderful story, and there's so many of those that are out there. We've got a few more minutes left, so please reach out and make that phone ring in these last few minutes. So now I'm going to turn it over to Richard Rayner, who's got a cast of thousands he's going to interview.
I sure do. I actually have most of the Hope for the Future board with us. I've got Marty West, Julie Seguin, Tom Deming, Trisha Stoddard, Ramirez, Mary Jo Grundhofer, Carol Meyer, Lyle Bay, Dr. Lyle Bay, I should say, and Val Alonso. And again, this couldn't have happened without the wonderful work that you all are doing. Marty, tell us a little bit about the challenges and the successes you had so far planning this event today.
Well, the Hope for the Future Board and their committee, they've done a fabulous job. WellMed has been a huge supporter of this event, and last year they partnered with us. It was fantastic, and this year it's even better. And I think one of the favorite things that I have about today and about this event, it really showcases how diverse our schools are and all of the different programs that are in the schools. There's been programs that have come today that I didn't know the schools had those programs, and they do an awesome job. So it's been fun. It's great.
So I understand you're supposed to do a little dance for us? No, it's not happening, not today? Okay. Did you hear that? If you get a $25,000 donation, Marty will dance. And we got Julie Seguin. Julie, tell us a little bit about more about Hope for the Future and why all of our viewers should be calling in right now.
Well, you know, Hope for the Future helps a lot of children, and to date we've helped about almost 10,000 kids go to Catholic school over the last 7 years, and we still have a wait list, and we want to help all of them go to the Catholic school. Their parents are calling us, and they're really wanting a Catholic education for their children. They know that's the best place for them to be. It's the most nurturing, the most loving, the most safe, and they can learn their faith, and they can learn excellent academics. They can have a good time, and they can grow up to be successful. Many of the leaders in our city are Catholic school graduates, and everyone out there knows that.
Excellent. Awesome. Now I'm going to come to Tom. Tom, give us that number. You have a challenge. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Give us the challenge.
Miss West has a challenge, $25,000, and she'll dance. Okay, I'll tap dance for $10,000.
So you heard it again. That number to dial is 844-485-4673. Now we go to Tom from St. Pius X. Tell me, have you seen an impact because of Hope for the Future and the wonderful work that they do?
I do. St. Pius benefits, all of our schools benefit, but what I'm encouraged is right now, standing around all these students, usually a principal tells kids to be quiet, but right now they're all talking on the phone, so I want to thank everybody for calling in, and I'm interested to see what the overflow bank is, because all these kids are working, and it's wonderful to hear them thank our donors and our benefactors that are calling in.
Excellent. And we have board chair, is that correct? Miss Trisha Stoddard?
Yes.
Now give us that phone number and tell us why right now they need to call.
1-844-485-HOPE. 4673.
Now, have you experienced some wonderful testimonies from students that have received aid from Hope for the Future?
Oh yes, I have, and I see it in all areas of Catholic education. I see it in sports, especially with my children. They play sports, and there's a lot of things that go on the field, and I notice that our schools just seem to have such good ethics and how they deal with things. I see it in all of the, for example, the plays, the competitions that we do. I can definitely tell when we go to these competitions how well behaved our children are.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Again, MJ, Mary Jo Grundhofer, woohoo, a key player in this event. Tell us more about Hope for the Future, and then what motivates you to do what you do to make this a reality.
Well, I really did see it firsthand, what Hope for the Future can do for children, and the kids that we have that are going to Catholic school that really need the assistance, they are going to be our future leaders. And I think my husband was telling you all earlier about Pope John Paul telling us that giving mercy gifts are so important. And what we do for these children, anything that we can do to help them to be able to be in a safe environment, in an environment where everyone is treated equally and they can really focus on their studies and on their community involvement, it really breeds success. And I've seen it firsthand with my son, and I just really hope that you can just find it in your heart to call and give whatever you can give. And really, if you can do 25,000 or 10,000 and get these two dancing down on the end, we'd really appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank you so much for reinforcing those challenges. And Carol Meyer, tell us a little bit again. You did so wonderful, you and your husband, with that $15,000 gift. Challenge somebody out there to do the same.
Please, everybody, just go to your phone. Any little bit helps. We have over 800 kids that we were not able to help this year, and we would like to be able to help every child that request assistance. And please call in. Like I said, every little bit helps, and you're doing a wonderful thing for a lot of kids.
Excellent. Now, Dr. Lyle, you are a Knights of Columbus. Issue a challenge to our fellow Knights, brother Knights of Columbus, because I'm a Knights of Columbus as well, third degree.
We like to challenge all of the councils of the Knights in Columbus to join in and begin supporting Hope for the Future every year, not just this year, but every year. The best you can. Each council has different financial resources, but dig deep and help us keep the kids in Catholic schools.
Excellent. And lastly, but not least, Val, there's some folks out there watching right now. Who are you going to challenge to step it up and help us get to a great amount way past the goal?
So I'd like to challenge anyone that has been blessed enough to attend the University of Notre Dame. I know for a fact a young man that was accepted to the University of Notre Dame this year is a Hope for the Future recipient. And not only was he accepted to Notre Dame, he was also accepted to MIT and to Harvard. That's what your dollars can do for children. Amen. So please call 1-844-485-4673 right now.
Excellent. You're pretty good at this. Now let's kick it back to Brian and Deacon Pat.
Thank you, Richard. Well, we're down to the final stretch here. We're at $146,840. So we got a little bit more time left. Please continue to make those phones ring. Right now, again, I want to do a couple more acknowledgments of people that have made contributions. First, I've got a couple of people that responded to the medal challenge that the Barrios has issued. First of all is Clifford Chinsom, donated $1,000. Thank you, Clifford. Juan Barrera also donated for the medals, and he donated $1,000 as well. Past Khaki and Plaid chair, gala chairs, Paul and Becky Saenz donated $500 tonight. Last one I had on my list, Anthony and Valerie Alonso. They also donated $500. Deacon, I think you've got a couple there.
Well, I have some of those, but I do have an announcement because the viewers of KCWX have been so kind and generous to allow us to interrupt their regular programming. We want you to know Law & Order will be joined in progress as soon as this program's over. Law & Order, Lenny and the crew will all be there for you, and we'll be joining them in progress. We also want to thank Connie Molina for their $250 donation, Rosario Garcia, $100 gift, wonderful, thank you so much. Lisa Westott, a $250 gift, thank you again, and a $300 gift from Alice Villarreal, and so many, many more, higher, lower, all of it matters, all of it's important.
Yes, it's been a glorious evening here, Deacon, and I think that we've done a lot of good work here tonight. So I think that we are now going to all get together in the final ceremony. I think I'm going to turn it back over to Richard at this point.
All right. So again, let's give all of y'all, give them a round of applause for such a wonderful performance today. This entire Lambs to Leaders Telethon, second annual Lambs to Leaders Telethon. We couldn't have done it without you all. We couldn't have done it without you. Again, that number is 485-4673. You can still call in. You can still go to the website, hopeforfuture.org. Again, no donation is too small. No donation is too large. We need a $10,000 donation. We need a $25,000 donation. I want to see these ladies dance, and only you can make that happen. Deacon Pat?
I'm looking at these young people here, and we can't see the ones back there, but thank you to all of you students. You have been great. These are the last ones at the table, but all night this phone bank has been populated by some of the best young people you'd ever want to meet, and they've done such a great job. I've watched, listened, and you wouldn't find more professionalism in a regular phone bank than you find right here. These are the best. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for our young people.
Thank you, Deacon. I agree. It's been just a magical evening, like I said before. And I am holding right now the matching grant from WellMed, signed by Dr. George Rapier, our CEO, $100,000 right here. I've never been so happy in my life to be able to issue a check like this for $100,000. So in total, that means that the total that we raised here this evening is almost $250,000. That's just phenomenal. Deacon, some words?
Well, you know, I can't even, it's so hard to imagine that kind of generosity on the part of WellMed, but that doesn't come without the generosity we get from the people who are watching and have been with us. You know, this last Sunday, I think we read Acts of the Apostles, and it talked about how the early church came together, and because they pulled all of their resources together, there was no one left in need. And that is the image of the church from the very first moment of its life. And I think what we've done here, what we've seen on the part of the people who've been calling in, that very message, that vision that Jesus gave us and that the disciples showed us in the early church. No one should ever be left in need as long as there's Christians, Catholics standing to speak for them.
Oh, check that out!
Hey.
I just got notice that the challenge for $10,000 by Dawn and Carol Meyer, the challenge from Julie Seguin to do a little dance has been met. So you got 30 seconds, give me a little dance.
No, out in front, Julie.
Okay, all right, folks. Again, we want to thank you so much for your prayers, for your financial and the total boards. We're going to head on over to the total boards. The amount is $256,945. Thank you, and God bless you.